Anthony is back now. He said that he was taken to another planet and that he can prove it. And he described the whole thing, and he says he's talking to other people that went to the same place. He's full of shit. So anyway, I got this cleaning woman, and she's the best cleaner that I've ever had. And I've been through like a million. It was a fucking fiasco. There was one that I had that raided our liquor cabinet, and then she drank a bottle of vodka and fell down the stairs. Then there was one that was always crying, and I would come home and see her, and she'd be crying on the floor. And then there was one that told me that this house was cursed, and it had evil spirits, and she was never coming back here again. And then after all that, I decided to try a man cleaner because I thought maybe a man cleaner would be better than the woman cleaner. I thought maybe the woman cleaner was the problem. This man came straight off of another job, covered in plaster and blood, and acted like it was normal. He wanted to come in and clean the house. I said, no, get the fuck out. And he said, well, if this bothers you, I could use your shower and clean up a little bit. I was like, no, get the fuck out or I'm calling the cops. So this woman that I have now, I love her. When she's done cleaning, the house looks like a museum. You could eat off the floor. There's no problems with her. She makes towels into unicorns and puts them around the bathroom, and she puts them on my bed because she worked at the upscale hotels. I love it. But while she's cleaning, she farts all over the house. And her farts are fucking scary. They sound like monsters coming out of her ass. My dog, she hides. But you know what? At this point, I don't even care. She could fart all she wants. I'll go out. I do what I gotta do. With the way she makes this house look, and then she does my laundry, and she folds it like origami. Anthony, he's mad. He says he can't stand this. I said, what the fuck do you care? We go out anyway. He says he doesn't like that it's going on in the house. He says he's not paying for this. I told him, I'm not getting rid of this woman. He says that he knows another woman, and she's even better. I said, where? He said, don't worry about it. My uncle uses her. My friend Rob uses her. I'll call her. I'll set it up. So I was like, fine, whatever. So she comes to the house. She seemed okay, nothing special, nothing bad, just whatever. And she looked like she was about 50 years old, just some whatever person you'd see walking around on the street. I'm like, I was already feeling weird because I felt like I was cheating on the other one. Now, this bitch, wait until you hear, because I was wondering why I was hearing vacuuming upstairs for 2 hours. And when she was done, she did like an okay job, but, nothing like the fart woman. There was nothing special. There was nothing added. It wasn't like, sparkling, but it was clean. So after she left, I go upstairs and I'm walking and I felt something sharp stick me in the foot. I'm like, what the fuck? It was a fucking cornflake. It felt like it was a piece of glass. We don't keep cornflakes in the house. This is weird because when she came in, I noticed that she had 2 boxes of cereal in her bag. And when I was thinking, well, that's weird. But then I don't know, maybe she, when she's working, she needs a snack. So whatever, the next time she came. And, and I don't like her personality. It's a little bit weird. It's like, she don't talk too much. She keeps to herself. Like she's not like a hi, how you doing person. You're not getting that out of her. She's just like, hello. And then she goes upstairs and she starts. So I'm downstairs and I hear the vacuuming again. Like this vacuuming is going on for a long time. I go upstairs because I'm like, I want to see what she's doing here. She's got her phone set up on a tripod, and she's in short shorts. Like mini shorts, like almost her ass hanging out. And she's spreading cornflakes around and filming herself in the shorts with her bare feet out. And her feet looked like nightmares. They looked like octopus feet. I've never seen feet that looked like this. Her feet looked like fucking octopus feet. They were evil. And she was filming herself walking on the cornflakes and like sticking to the octopus feet. She brought 2 boxes of the fucking cornflakes and Wheaties. She brought Wheaties too. I guess that's what she likes. Oh, and I forgot to mention, and when I tell this to people, they don't even believe me. When I went upstairs, I saw her vacuum her socks off. She vacuumed her socks off, and then the 2 octopus feet came out. Now I'm having nightmares about her fucking feet. I was first with the woman that I had before. I was, scared of her farts, but those farts are nothing compared to these fucking feet. Now I'm gonna have to have the rug upstairs taken up because I don't want to be thinking about when I look at the rug, I'm picturing the octopuses walking on it. Either that, or I'm gonna have to sell the house. Now the house really is cursed, just like that lady said. I think that lady was seeing the future. She saw this. She saw this coming. She saw the feet. So when I went up there, she's like, she's all, in her own world. She's doing her thing. And she didn't even hear me come up. Because she's vacuuming. And I had to be like, I had to get up the courage to go up to her. Because those feet. I walked up to her and I said, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And you want to know something? She was very calm, very casual. She wasn't even offended that I went up to her and went, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, I have a channel online, and my clients, they really enjoy this kind of thing. And it's nice, I got the 2 businesses going. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone." Are you fucking kidding me? I told Anthony. And he said, "Yeah, I know. She does vacuuming fetish." Vacuuming fetish? This is a thing? Vacuuming fetish. He was like, "Yeah, it's for the men, they like to watch the women vacuum with the bare feet out." And I didn't think it would be a big deal because, she's supposed to be very good, and her prices are cheaper. And I said, "Well, I don't give a shit that the fucking prices are cheaper. I don't want this going on in the house. She's got to get the fuck out. This is bad." And he told me to get a life, and that I'm lame, and I'm a fucking prude, and that I'm very ungrateful because he tried to do this for me, and that I don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't know nothing about the world, and that she's a hard-working single mother. And he said, the cornflakes, that's just for the clients, because the clients like it when they hear the cereal going into the vacuum cleaner and it makes the crunch noise. The crunch noise turns them on. And he said, "What's the big deal if she's putting them around, but then she's vacuuming them up?" I said, he doesn't give a shit that, I got a fucking cornflake glass in my foot and I was bleeding. Or that the octopus feet are giving me panic attacks now and I have to take Xanax. This is what I get for trusting Anthony. This is not going to be going on in this house. And the house is not sparkling anymore. I would rather have the farts.